Alright, so if you haven't been to National Park in a good little while, this is the eastern side. This is the rugby pitch. As a much younger adult in high school, I got tackled by a pretty semi-professional rugby player right over there. Highlight of the day. Oh no. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to today's vlog. Oof, we're looking a little messy. It is currently like 5:15 in the afternoon. We've been working all day. But today's a good day. We got a lot done, and the new Battlefield 6 open beta is open for the weekend, and we're gonna get it for free. We got about an hour left, so an hour until that downloads. I haven't had too much fresh air today, so I'm gonna go and try and catch the last 40 minutes, do a quick lap at National Park. All right, let's get down there. You know what's funny about Ghana? Everywhere else in the world, a national park means something completely different. You know, it's a massive reserve, kind of like away from a city or something. But in Ghana, we're very literal people. National park is a park for the nation. Love it. Good.
Going down.
Of course, gotta represent the brand. Just nice big comfy shirt. Someone was asking me the other day in the comment section where they get one. If you buy a tub of protein and message me, I will hook you up with a shirt for free on me. You just gotta show me that you bought it from Space Gym and then tell me your shirt size. I got you. All right, it is Saturday. It is extremely late. Oh, shut up.
日曜日です。クリスマスです。
For those watching who are unfamiliar with that noise is, a lot of cars come in as gray imports from Japan, so they still speak to you in Japanese. So for all that I know, that the car is literally telling me, Alex, I'm about to explode! And I'm just like, yep, thank you. So it's Saturday afternoon, kind of hoping there's not a lot of traffic. I mean, where else would people be going? There's a lot of traffic. If I could make it for like one lap, I'd consider that a good day, just some fresh air right in the middle of the oxygen belt, you know, the trees and the water and the manatees. Hey, this is what traffic looks like right now. I would say it's like probably a very cool 23, 24 Celsius. Nice little piece of ocean breeze coming in. Good day for a power walk. Although I suppose every walk I take is a power walk. Alright, we're gonna make it. We're on Carafesta. We're going right there. But they're digging all this up. Oh, the car park's so full. Yeah, they've been doing like reconstruction on this road for a long time. And last time I came last week, car park was full. It looks very full again. Alright, we're gonna go around. I hope we make it. Alright, we found a parking spot. It's a little way away, but we're here to walk anyway. Doesn't really make sense trying to find a parking spot close. The entire exercise, the entire objective is to walk and get, you know, a little bit of fresh air and stretch your limbs and ting. Right, water. Park looking good. So if you haven't been to National Park in a good little while, this is the eastern side. This is the rugby pitch, yeah, right there. Zoom right there. Good. Rugby. Actually, as a much younger adult in high school, we had to film like a video for something in school. I can't remember what it was. I got tackled by a pretty semi-professional rugby player right over there. Highlight of the day. We have these gyms that are built by CNOC right here. Try not to capture people actually using them. Yeah, they're like body weight stuff. This pond here actually has, I don't want to say one family of manatees, but a whole set of manatees. I'm going to pull up some clips from my Instagram to actually show you what they look like. But they only really come out feeding time. Yeah, it's also maybe one caiman in here. And actually, fun fact about these manatees, they're the only ones in the world that are being bred in captivity in dark water. We know this because one of my dear friends had rescued one and was trying to call all these like animal shelters and specialists in manatees, and they were told by a conservation project in Costa Rica that it literally just does not exist. Manatees just don't breed in captivity very well, let alone in brown water. So yeah, fun fact. I'll come back another day and maybe we could, you know, try and spot them properly. That was a great little 2 laps. We bumped into Dean. He didn't really want to be on film too much. Look at the color of the sky though. Baby blue. Gorgeous. It might be the camera. No, it's not the camera. It's the sky. This is to my North American viewers. Do you get a color like that foreign? Damn. Picasso. I like it. Guys, the things that I would do for Subway in this country. The things I would do for Subway, because I did not thaw chicken, so I can't cook because it's all frozen. It's currently, past 6 p.m. So if I start thawing it now, it's gonna take a couple hours. I mean, I could do that. I probably will do that, but I'll take you for a drive along Vissingen right now, and you'll see the way that Vissingen is transformed. If you don't live in Ghana, you'll see that, let me show you. There is not many good healthy options. So we'll go right along. I'm on Lamaha right now. We'll go right along Vissingen. I'll show you the food options, and then we'll come back around and show you the Spanish food options. Let's slap an idiot in this. Morons by. Alright, options 1, we have Papa John's. Not a very great option. I am wildly lactose intolerant. That'll either bloat me or do the opposite, and I don't really want to do. Or probably an alarming combination of both at the same time. Alright, so coming down Vissingen. This is the main food strip kind of thing. Actually, I don't even know how to describe Vissingen. Someone doing stripness outside of Survival Supermarket. Alright guys, and we have Survival Supermarket again on the left. On the right we have a trench, so that's where we're focusing left. Then we got Popeyes. We got Royal Castle. We've got what will soon be Wendy's passing right now on your left. We got gas station, and then we got KFC. So as you can see, kind of slim pickings if you want anything that's not fried chicken. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a food snob in any way. Normally I will devour probably a 6-piece mega meal, half bucket by myself, and sleep well and have exactly zero shame. But I'm in a bit of a health kick these days. I'm also on a bit of a budget. I'm trying not to, this is a very easy place to lose track and spend a lot of money. So I'm trying to keep it capped. So the next option now, we're coming down whatever this street is by KFC that heads towards Bel Air Park and then Sheriff Street, and then we'll come and see what the Spanish are doing. And it's fun. I don't mean that in a demeaning way. If you don't live in Ghana, you might think that that's a demeaning, derogatory term. But in fact, in Ghana, we're just a very, like I said earlier, we're a literal people. The national park is not a big conservation area. It is just a park for the nation. When we say the Spanish, we just mean Spanish-speaking people from Colombia and Venezuela, mostly Venezuela, that have been coming into Ghana recently over the last couple of years. It's just, if in the Caribbean, especially Ghana, if you don't know how to describe them, you just use the most obvious thing. So I'm a white boy. If you see a person of East Asian orientation, they're gonna call you a Chinese man. So, Spanish. I explained that horribly. I don't know. Don't cancel me. We're driving through Bel Air Park right now, which is one of the nicer neighborhoods. It's also one of the more flood-prone neighborhoods in Georgetown, but not bad. They've actually just repaved this entire road, which is what I actually want to show you. I don't want to show you the I'm not particularly interested in showing you the back end of this old Corolla in front of me. I want to show you the good new tarmac they just put down. See? Smooth like a baby's bottom. This used to be one of the worst roads in the country, in one of the nicest, most expensive neighborhoods. And here we are. Real nice piece of road. Also evidenced by the fact that it's again, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Sun's gone down. I tell you, that road is so nice. My car doesn't rattle and creak and shake like it normally does. That's how you know it's quality. We are now on Sheriff Street, just waiting on traffic lights. Story of my life. We're moving. This is Vivanta Car Wash, auto spa. The worst location. Lord almighty, was this a dumb idea. I think this market has massive amounts of space for a car wash. It's probably desperately needed for some sort of auto car wash. But I think a good car wash is a destination buy. I'd be willing to drive to it. So putting it on Sheriff Street, where there's absolutely no parking, no nothing, no access, no space, that don't make sense. Also, look at this. Lord almighty, that's brand new. That is a temple. That is a temple, a monument to fried chicken on Sheriff Street. So again, it just kind of continues. What are your options in Georgetown? Do you like it fried or fried? And do you like it with wings or wings? Also, just a lesson, I think the Chinese have learned that we just haven't in the Caribbean. This is the Chinese monument to fried chicken, which is brand new, lit up very well. And then there's Royal Castle over there looking a little more depressed. Again, bam! 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 Oh, wait, sorry, that's Chinese food. That's not fried. Oh, we're gonna go in there. That looks like a Panda Express. Back. Royal Castle does not have to be wired in any single way. That was a weird mix of like... Let me tell you something. Let me pitch this to you and tell me if this sounds good. What if I told you you could get a knockoff Chinese fried chicken and like a knockoff KFC and a Panda Express in the same roof, in the same box? And actually, as I described that sounds amazing. So that's basically what it is. You get a chicken burger and you could get sweet and sour chicken and a chow mein. Actually, that sounds dope. I should have gotten that. I just got sweet and sour chicken. All right, review when I get back in. All right, guys, let us see what this looks like. Da, da, da. So it's chow mein, so like dirty Guyanese Chinese style chow mein. We got a little piece of sweet and sour chicken, orange chicken as well. Does this come with chopsticks? I got a pair of chopsticks, but no, it doesn't come. Now I wonder if it's just like a Guyana thing, or whether they see my face and they're like, yeah, nah, you don't need chopsticks. Don't need chopsticks, can't use chopsticks, will be a waste of... Anyway, I don't know, let's see. Cheers. It's not bad. Sweet sour chicken, pretty hard to up. My Saturday night though, my Saturday night is sorted. I got orange chicken, I got sweet and sour chicken, I got Battlefield 6. Life is good. I also have some more work I need to do. I'm probably gonna play for like half an hour. I got a work call I gotta make in like 6:58. Probably need to call them back before 8 o'clock. Ooh, the orange chicken kicks. Woo! Ah, good though. It has been a couple hours. I played some Xbox. I did some work. I played some more Xbox. I did some more work. It's now 11 p.m. and I think the people I've been waiting on to get some more work done have gone to sleep. It is Saturday after all. Not everyone's a machine like me, so who knows. Listening to the Car Pod, Daddy Doug. If you don't know Doug DeMuro, I highly recommend. Well, unless you don't like cars, then that would be hell on earth, so don't do that. All right, so here's what I've got. Sunday is normally like cozy date day with the girlfriend. And I've had one hell of a week, and this is what my kitchen currently looks like. It's a little bit chaos. So unfortunately, our next task on the on this vlog is to clean, and you're gonna hold me accountable. All right, good. Watch. Let me set you up. I got this mount I need to mount on. All right, I even got a microphone, so you're set. Let me get some better lighting, I guess. Or is that the best lighting we got? Bam, bam, bam. Catsup. Fun fact, did you know ketchup was invented for to eat with fish, the seafood? This was a housewarming gift. Mojo chipotle sauce. Like, it really did not agree with my system. It was no bueno. Shout out to Gizmos and Gadgets for saving my day the other day. Okay, I don't have a vacuum or anything. I need to get one. Kind of left everything in the last place. Like, I had a really not good vacuum. I don't even know if this audio is gonna make it, honestly. Oh, this is a very cute bag I got from my adventure when I went on with Maxi Priest up the Mahika River. They had an extra one. I just, I was like, ooh, that's coming home with me. So when Cameron wasn't looking, I was like, oh, ba-doop. I mean, he did say if there was one available left over, you can take it. And I just happened to make sure that there was one left over. So we're not wrong. I could live down there. This case of dads, this needs to go in the Land Cruiser downstairs. Laundry needs to get done. All right. Water. Dishes. Get rid of these limes as a start. Cane juice that I'm definitely not gonna drink. I got a little while ago. Chicken stock. This opened a good few weeks ago. This could go. What's that doing there? All right, Sterling, Bounty. Here we go. And then honestly, top hair can just be Beverginos. So it's a little bit empty. But look, I just cook. Like, this is my breakfast stuff. Got a little bit of dairy there. Cook, and then my meal preps go here. It's not depressing, I promise. It's just efficient. And I know everybody's gonna be horrified by the state of my fridge, not because it's nasty, but just because it's empty. Guys, I'm not starving, I promise you. I got a bunch of chicken, a bunch of frozen chicken in here, right here. Boom, see? Old MacDonald had a farm. Now, I just cook in bulk. That's what all these containers for over here. See? A meal prep, rice cooker, rice, lentils, whatever this thing is, quinoa. So rice, fat rice, and fancy rice all in one. Got lots of dietary fiber. No one is going hungry in this place. I just don't snack. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I have no need to have like, that fridge is massive and luxurious. And I am massive and luxurious, I know, but I don't really require that much stuff. But I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, you know? I think I might play some Battlefield. These guys are not getting back to me. It is Saturday night. It is time for a little treaty treat. It's been a long week. Guys, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Make a wish. All right, hold on. Okay, cool. Can't tell you because then it won't come true. All right, fine, I'll tell you. My wish is that I hope everyone takes a chance on themselves, bets on themselves, and becomes wildly more happy than you'll ever imagine, because it all really just begins with taking a chance on yourself. Cheesy, I know. All right, Battlefield. Aha! Aha! I'm not very good at this one. This is pretty intense. I've only just I played maybe one match so far, 2 matches. It's a lot harder than the old Battlefield. Damn. Alright, I got a little bit more work done. I played a little bit of Xbox. It's a little bit past my bedtime, guys. But, you know, I don't know. You kind of wear yourself out during the week and then you just want to break your own little rules and, you know, stay up a little bit late and do a little bit of nonsense. Watch a little TikTok, kill some brain cells. All right, also non-negotiable, protein before, after workouts, before bed. Seriously though, it is the #1 supplement you could take for weight loss, for fat burning, for all that kind of shit. All right, guys, I'm gonna go devour that and go to sleep. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Again, with another one of those quiet ones. The adventure starts next week again, I promise. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, great, bye.